It's a story you saw first on 5. JetBlue Flight 312 left Chicago's O'Hare International Airport at 8:41 this morning and was in the process of landing at Logan when the plane went onto the grass. Have a look at this video. You can see the skid marks there from the runway.
And this photograph right here, you're going to see it in a second, right here, taken by a passenger who was on the plane. It shows really the incredible view from underneath the jet as those passengers evacuated. Right now, the plane has been removed from the runway. The ground stop has been lifted, but delays continue.
We have live team coverage for you tonight, including the investigation into what went wrong and passenger reaction. Let's begin with News Center 5's Emily Maha. She's at Logan. Emily.
Well, Ben Maria, passengers tell me while it was a little bit of a rough landing, it wasn't anything out of the ordinary until they veered off the runway and into the grass.
It was kind of a turbulent landing, typical like if you were to fly in a rainstorm. It kind of just felt like that.
No, your heart drops a little bit, kind of a roller coaster feeling.
Even though it was rough, nobody on the plane was screaming or anything. Everybody seemed calm and trusting that we were going to make it.
Passengers on JetBlue Flight 312 from Chicago came in for a landing at Logan like they never expected.
It felt like a smooth landing, but we fully went left, veered off the runway, and then while we were still at full speed, and ended up over like a grassy plain in the middle of two runways.
And then it was the hard left when you could tell that things were a little bit off, and then seeing the grass on either side of the aircraft.
After coming to a stop, passengers say the pilot got on the intercom.
The pilot said she lost full control of the steering wheel, which is very alarming. I'm sure they'll do a thorough investigation, figure out how that can happen, but grateful that nothing worse transpired.
Passengers were evacuated from the plane, bused to the terminal as crews towed the aircraft from the runway. All on board grateful no one was hurt.
I think we were just happy to be on the ground and that the plane had stopped, and because we kind of had a tipping feeling there for a moment, so we were just happy to be safe.
Now, passengers tell me they are now having to deal with the confusion of their checked bags. Some telling me they don't know where they are or when they'll be able to get them. Live at Logan, Emily Maha, WCVB News Center 5.
All right, Emily, thank you. Our team coverage continues with News Center 5's Sarah Conji with more from passengers on how this frightening landing unfolded. Sarah.
Maria, a lot of the passengers, at least the ones that we talked with, said that the landing didn't really raise any eyebrows with anyone. But once on the ground, they realized something had gone wrong, and suddenly they were on the grass.
And we were okay. No one was hurt, and that was great. But it was really scary.
A nerve-wracking arrival into Logan Airport for a JetBlue flight from Chicago. Passengers we talked with describe an uneventful landing, but once on the ground, something went wrong.
It felt like she pulled on the brakes. We had a fabulous pilot, and then the next thing we knew, people were looking out the window and saw that we were on the grass.
When she started going sideways, I thought she might have to tip it, and that would have been bad.
Passengers tell us once the plane stopped, the captain announced that she had lost steering.
When we landed, she said, you know, everybody, we lost all steering. And we're thinking, way to go. You did a good job.
Those on board say initially there were rattled nerves, but calm quickly followed when everyone realized they were safe.
And it's a curveball, definitely a little shaken up, but grateful that everyone was safe and just really thankful the captain seemed to really act quickly to keep us all safe.
A lot of praise for that pilot. All of the people we interviewed credited the captain with getting them down safely. And there were even some people who stopped and shied away from being interviewed, but wanted us to make sure that they shared how much they appreciate the pilot's work. Live at Logan, Sarah Conji, WCVB News Center 5.
They get us safely to a lot of places. Sarah, thank you. The investigation now underway tonight. As you heard, the pilot said she lost steering control. So we asked the former head of the agency that oversees Logan, Massport, how something like that could happen.
It appears the brakes locked up on the pilot, probably the left main gear, the way it pulled to the left, which is why she didn't have any steering because of that brake lock on the left main. Again, the investigation will reveal really the facts, but I think it was a brake main gear that locked up on her.
That plane now headed to the hangar where it will be pulled apart to be examined by mechanics from JetBlue, the FAA, possibly the NTSB. Tom Kinton went on to acknowledge it's been a troubling 2025 so far for air travel, but he says when you look at the total numbers, it is still the safest way to travel.
The ground stop at Logan was lifted a couple of hours ago, but those delays still persist. Our John Atwater is live there with this. Hi, John.
Maria, yeah, hi, you've got that right. A lot of significant delays here. This is one of the worst. This flight from San Francisco delayed 4 hours now, and a lot of people flying through the airport today say what happened here is pretty unsettling.
It was a little bumpy coming in, which kind of brings up the nerves a little bit more than usual, after what happened.
Other passengers flying into Boston a bit on edge after hearing about the emergency here. It led to a lengthy ground stop, which caused cascading delays, especially for flights coming into Logan.
All of a sudden, the captain came on and said there was some type of ground issue up in Boston, and so we got stuck for about 2.5 hours. And there were points where they thought we were going to get off the plane, thought we weren't, do all that, and finally we got here.
It was very scary knowing that we were coming in here. But I had confidence in the crew.
Many outbound flights into the evening are also delayed, but passengers traveling through the airport are taking the inconvenience in stride, thankful the incident wasn't more serious.
That is kind of quite alarming, to say the least, but we believe in God, so God's protecting us, and everything will be good with us for sure.
And thankfully, no one was hurt today, but you look behind us here, there is a lot of orange up on those boards, so these delays are certainly going to linger through the evening. We're live at the airport, John Atwater, WCVB News Center 5.